Hi, this is Grop Life. I'm Grop. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna switch something out on the bike I've been wanting to do for a while. Basically since I got the bike, but the part hadn't been available. Today the windshield is going away and we're gonna install Klock Werks 10-inch sport flare. Finally being able to get this windshield in, and now let's unbox it and put it on the bike. Alright, we get everything out of the box, and now it is time to put it on the bike. Here we go. To do the job, you really just need a Torx T25, some painter's tape, and a torque wrench is a good idea, but I don't have a torque wrench. If you do have a torque wrench, it's supposed to be spec'd to 31 inch-pounds to 40 inch-pounds, not foot-pounds, inch-pounds. So we're gonna use the Ugga system today, and let's get into it. It's super hot, that's why I'm dying out here in the heat for this video, but here we go. All right, now let's get this old windshield off. There's the windshield. All right, now the windshield is off. The next thing is to install the lower mounts. You got your left. And your right. Now Klock Werks also recommends using some tape. Put a little bit of tape on to hold it on there while you put the windshield on. Now you want to keep in mind not to put the painter's tape to where you can't take it off once the windshield is on. You just need there to hold it while you're lining things up. Whew, that's a good looking windshield. Then next are the top brackets to go on the windshield. They're also marked with a right and left. And you put them on gently and get everything kind of lined up. You want to have your center kind of right there lined, and just gently start putting it together. All right, that's enough Ugga-Duggas. Now, let's take off. Oh, that's a good looking windshield. Yeah, gotta reach up in there. Get the painter's tape off. All right, it looks good. Now let's go and take a ride and see how, ooh, looks really good from this angle too. Let's go take a ride and see how the wind is now. Man, it does look good. All right, I'm melting out here making this video, so let's go get in the wind and see how this windshield is. I'm already kind of excited. It looks awesome.
All right, so my first initial impression on it is it's different. I've gotten pretty used to the stock windshield after 10,000 miles, and it honestly didn't bother me that much. I was just looking for what could be an improvement. On looks-wise, I love how this Klock Werks looks. I'm kind of getting used to it and seeing how it feels. It definitely changes the way the air moves around you. It kind of directs it up and more over my shoulders and kind of like to wrap over around my head. And I've got like a nice little bubble that my head sits in, and it's quieter. Music is definitely louder in my helmet now because it does feel like the wind noise is a little bit lower, because I do feel like I'm kind of sitting in this bubble now. I'm really happy with it. Gonna ride it a little bit more, test it out. The only thing I'm disappointed with and kind of bummed about is there were no stickers in the box, and I kind of wanted a Klock Werks sticker, but that's just because I'm a child. So overall, I'm really liking it. I'm glad I waited. I know the 13.5 inch would probably direct air and protect a little bit more, but that comes at a cost of being more in my view than what I want. The sports flare, yeah, this seems like it's going to be good for me. I'm liking it on the first ride, and it looks really good on the bike. I am really curious to see, once I get back and can plug in the audio or plug in the video and do the side-by-side comparison of how much noise the mic picks up. It's a really good windshield so far. It's taken me a minute to adjust my vents and kind of get the air directed around me with them how I want. But right now it's pretty dead zone in here, and kind of just gives my head a nice little bubble to kind of ride along in. I feel a lot of turbulence and like the air being directed over my shoulders and up my arms now, which is nice. It kind of keeps you cool. The windshield looks really good. So far I'm enjoying the first ride with it. Now I just got to put some more miles on it and see how I like it over time. And for reference, I am 6'3" as I'm giving this review on it and kind of letting people know how it's hitting me. Because right now I feel air just at the top of my helmet, like it's going right over the top of me. All right in front of me, it's just kind of a nice bubble. Like the flare works really well. Klock Werks did a good job designing this one. It was well worth the wait, because I was hoping that we'd get a smaller windshield back at Daytona, but because of supply chain issues, they only had the 13.5, and I'm sure that's even better and protects you more, but this, in my opinion, this one looks better for me. And since I'm still wanting this bike to be long haul touring, but be able to strip back down and be sporty, because I love this bike, and now finally having the windshield I've been wanting on it, it's pretty cool. So, also, this is not a sponsored video. I did buy this windshield with my money.
4 to 6 days later.
It is a few days later, and I am back from a 600-mile road trip with the new Klock Werks windshield on this bike. It's impressive. I put the windshield on and then hit the mountains and took a ride up through Maggie Valley, got on the Blue Ridge Parkway over to the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, rode through it over to Pigeon Forge, and then did a loop back over to the Foothills Parkway and taking me to Tail of the Dragon, which was a very wet Tail of the Dragon, and then I started heading back home. But the windshield did amazing. I killed a lot of bugs, as you can see. It's about to get a bath and clean the bike back up, but I was very, very happy with the rider bubble, the way the air goes over, the extra downforce from the flare. Very impressed with it. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll clip over to the side-by-side of before and after with the stock windshield and the Klock Werks windshield, and let you hear the drastic difference that putting this windshield on lowered how much wind noise was in that little bubble. And I can even hear my cardo in my helmet a lot better. So we'll clip to that and then we'll come back over. Overall, I'm really happy with the Klock Werks windshield. The 10-inch Sport Flare is plenty for me, being 6'3". Yeah, maybe I'd get a little bit more wind protection, or definitely would get a lot more wind protection with the 12 or the 13-inch. But the styling on the 10 and the way it looks, I'm really, really happy with it, and it's gonna be on the bike for a while. If you've enjoyed this video, watching the install, gotten any good information from it, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you get further videos from me, and leave me some comments in below. Let me know what you think about the windshield. What are you running on your motorcycle? Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.